Fifth Grammar Annual Conference. Experts challenge youth to embrace ethics, adaptability, and digital relevance. In a world increasingly defined by volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity, otherwise called the vocal world, the Graduate Members Association, Grammar, a key initiative under the Muslim Student Society of Nigeria (MSSN) Lagos Area Unit, held its fifth annual conference at the Tayo Adereoko Hall, University of Lagos. The event brought together students, graduates, professionals, and entrepreneurs for a day of learning, inspiration, and strategic thinking on how to thrive amid global uncertainty.
For you to master your content, the first thing you have to do is to have depth knowledge of that content. You need to understand what it I want to present. What is that transformation you want to make? So if you don't have the depth knowledge of your presentation, then you cannot succeed.
The day kicked off with a unique breakfast and brainstorming session, encouraging participants to connect, collaborate, and challenge conventional thinking. Attendees were led through interactive sessions that built resilience, leadership, and problem solving skills.
The theme of today's conference, Grammar Conference is an annual event where it comes to an account of our activities for the past 1 year and an avenue to bring our Muslim brothers and sisters who are professionals, early career professionals and final year graduates together in the room to really talk about the subject matter that we have deemed as important or very relevant for that period. So this year we chose the VUCA world, which is volatility, uncertainty, complexity and ambiguity of the professional space. There's so many disruptions that's happening everywhere. There are so many changes that happen in the business space. People do remote work 100%. People lose jobs easily, unlike before, especially those that are remote working. The economy that we recently witnessed in Nigeria in the past 1 year, dollar went up, the economic crashed, some companies could not survive, some people exited in the Nigerian market. So people face unexpected challenges in their professional career. How do they then pick themselves up? Or how do people even prepare for those challenges ahead? So that's what we have thought of to say, bring in scholars of ethics, bring in business moguls and business professionals who can help toughen up our people to say this is the environment we are looking into. It's uncertain, it's volatile, it's complex. How do you then find your way out of all of this?
In his welcome address, Grammar President Malam Taiwo Kuye acknowledged the MSSN Lagos Area Unit's guiding support and reaffirmed Grammar's mission to build Muslim youth who are ethically grounded, professionally competent, and spiritually resilient. The keynote speaker, Engineer Fahid Olajide, CEO, Omni Solutions Limited, delivered a powerful message on navigating a world driven by artificial intelligence, data, and digital disruption.
Today, rapid technological shifts are happening every single day. Within the last 20 years, the kind of shift that we have witnessed in human and technology advancement is massive. Massive, and it's growing. So the new wave is here. Again, you have AI coming in with disruptions. Every time you are having, also at the other end, you are having global instability, you are having climate challenges, you have a whole lot of issues that are springing up every day, and all of these issues are affecting you. So we need to accept it that the new norm, our new world, is uncertain.
He urged participants to stay ahead of the curve by developing agility, digital skills, and strong values that can guide them in unpredictable times.
We know that you are into litigation, as you said, dispute resolution, and we know that a lawyer can mar or make a case, as I said. But we also know lawyers can turn cases upside down, even when it is clear to everybody that is not legal.
Next came a thought provoking panel session Moderated by Mrs. Olabimpe Afolabi, partner at KPMG, who shared her experience navigating corporate spaces as a Muslim woman wearing the hijab, a story of overcoming bias and staying true to her identity struck a deep chord, especially among young female attendees.
I got to KPMG before I met my husband. I met my husband, even courtship was a bit tough. I know Islam, we don't have courtship in the true sense of it. So I met my husband, I wanted us to get married within months. But even time did not allow. It took another 2 years before we eventually settled down. Now we settled down, the work was intense because I was just then a senior, I wasn't even a manager. And when you know the kind of work that we do, you are at liberty of experience. So they dictate your time, they dictate what you do, they dictate everything. So it was really tough. I was closing very late, 11 o'clock. I recall driving on Third Mainland, 11:45. That's almost midnight. That's the grit that I had. And at that point, it's like a roller coaster. You prioritize some things at every point in time. Career was my priority at some point. But when my children came, career became second. Priority was the children. I needed to be there. And luckily I had the superior because I gained the credibility that gave me that option that could see that this girl is hardworking. But this time we need to give her.
She encouraged the audience to remain focused, purposeful, and authentic despite societal pressures. Other panelists, including Mr. Tella Fatai of Alternative Bank and Barrister Lateef Omoyeni Akongbe, Senior Advocate of Nigeria (SAN), emphasized the need for ethical integrity and religious consciousness in professional spaces.
Before now, the great things were being done, and now it's done itself differently. And I give an example, talking about regulations, I give an example of the legal ecosystem as it currently is. Legal profession from the days of old used to be the prerogative of men, and that's why we have the saying that there are no women at the bar. The time came when some women joined the bar, and I'm talking about in England now, when we got the professional group. And now that things changed, and in England now you have a profession that is not only dominated by male and female, also dominated by other now accepted forms of gender.
They reminded attendees that success is sustainable when rooted in values, and that faith is not a limitation, but a compass for greatness.
Time is a currency that we spend, we don't know the balance. What it means is that we don't have the luxury of time. So whatever we want to put, we have to be fast about it. Everything in life, speed is a common, is a mover anytime. So everything that is not tied to time is not relevant. So when time is attached to it, then urgency must creep in. So no matter what we want to do, sloppiness and taking your time is a waste of time. So you need to be fast about it, but you have to be structured about it. Running without direction does not make sense.
If you make a plan, so which is what I advise young people to do, that if you've come for a program like this, before you sleep this night, put something on paper. Where do I see myself in 5 years' time? Or where do I see myself in 10 years' time? Then walk back. To reach that position in 5 years, what do I have to do? What must I achieve in the first quarter of this year? What must I achieve in the second quarter of this year? And then this thing is not rocket science. Start small, then you start to put more details inside the plan. I'm telling you, by the time your plan is set, you have no time anymore.
I would say that the fundamentals in terms of values, in terms of our religion, in terms of what our faith says, we should hold on specifically to that. The young ones should actually know that to survive in whatever environment, whatever changes that hit them, whatever complexity, whatever uncertainty, that what will make them survive is holding fast to the values of the faith.
As a reward for excellence and punctuality, 3 outstanding participants were gifted free access to online learning platforms, reinforcing the event's commitment to growth. The grand finale came with a rousing address by the Amir of the MSSL Lagos Area Unit, Mr. Kamaldeen Abiono. He urged the youth to pursue both intellectual and spiritual excellence and praised grammar for setting a standard in value-based engagement. With its bold blend of faith, professionalism, and innovation, Grammar Conference 5.0 proved to be more than an event. It was a transformative experience.
What I would say is what everybody has been saying, to go home and internalize what we already have. We already have snippets from the conference on social media pages, and then we'll still release a full recording of the whole event for people to go back to. So I would say that participants should try to internalize it and personalize the message, everything they've had today, and look at how it applies to them. They should allow that to translate or to affect their career and their whole outlook to life.
I really learned beyond my imagination, and part of what I learned is about knowing myself. So I have always been this skeptical about myself and all, and this program is really like an eye-opener.
Part of the thing I learned was to always be someone that look forward to achieve something great in life, right? And that life is not just in future alone; it is presently now.
From what we've learned here, it is just letting us know how to lead in this world of Vukadi or the D-Vukadi. So it actually helps us to understand how to navigate life, especially in this time, like with everything that is happening, the fast growing changes and all of that. And for me, one of the take homes I have for today is there is one of the speakers that said that we should know 3 things, which is 1, to learn how to speak, 2nd, learn how to write, and then most importantly, to be able to make sure that your ideas are valuable.
As the world grows more unpredictable, the need for ethical, adaptable, and digitally savvy leaders has never been greater. Grammar continues to rise to this challenge, guiding Muslim professionals to find clarity in the chaos.